Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue with our short story, The Model Millionaire by Oscar Wilde. Hughie Erskine loved a girl named Laura Merton. Laura also loved him immensely, but her father, who was a retired colonel, did not approve of this match. He asked Hughie to have £10,000 of his own before getting married to Laura. One day, Hughie went to meet his good friend Alan Trevor, who was a painter. When Hughie entered Trevor's studio, he saw Trevor putting the finishing touches to a wonderful life size picture of a beggar man. The beggar man himself was standing on a raised platform in a corner of the studio. Hughie found the beggar really miserable. He gave him some money. The beggar thanked Hughie. When Hughie met Trevor later that day, he told him about the incident. Trevor told Hughie that he had told everything about Hughie's love story to the beggar. He had told about the condition of the colonel. Trevor then told Hughie that the Baron was one of the richest men in Europe. Now, this was quite a surprising fact for Hughie because Hughie thought that beggar man who was posing as a model was actually a beggar, as told to him earlier by Trevor. But when Trevor told him that the beggar man was one of the richest men in Europe, it was quite a surprising fact for Hughie. And then Trevor told him that the beggar man, he was only modeling for fun. He was a millionaire, but he was modeling for fun and he was posing as a beggar. Hughie felt quite ashamed that he gave money to such a rich man. Trevor told him that the Baron was highly appreciative of him when he left. The Baron, the millionaire Baron, he appreciated Hughie a lot and he told Trevor that Hughie was a very nice human being and he was very compassionate and he gave him money. Next morning at breakfast, a messenger came to Hughie's house, and that messenger was sent by the Baron. And that messenger gave a letter to Hughie, and outside the letter, it was written a wedding present to Hughie Erskine and Laura Merton from an old beggar, and inside it was a check for £10,000. So Hughie was overwhelmed by this gesture, and now he came to know that the Baron Hosberg, the rich millionaire, he had sent this present to Hughie because he was really touched by the innocence of Hughie, that he was so compassionate when he saw a beggar standing in a miserable position, when he saw that he was actually a beggar with tattered clothes and wrinkled skin. He gave whatever little money he had in his pockets, he gave to that beggar, and it really touched Baron Hosberg very much. And when Alan Travel told the Baron that Hughie was a very nice person and he loved a girl, but he could not marry her because he did not have enough money, because the girl's father had put the condition that he has to have £10,000. Then Baron Hosberg felt very moved and touched, and he wanted to do something for Hughie. So he sent this gift of £10,000, and Hughie was obviously very much overwhelmed by this gesture of the Baron. And then his marriage took place. And in Hughie and Laura's marriage, Alan Trevor was the best man, and Baron Hosberg also made a speech at the wedding breakfast. And the concluding line of the story is a very, very remarkable line that captures the essence of the story, when Alan Trevor said that millionaire models are rare enough, but bio model millionaires are rarer still. So these lines contain the essence of the story when Trevor says that it is very rare that models become millionaire through their profession. Not many models are that rich that they become millionaires, but for people who are millionaires, for them to pose as models, for them to have this fascination towards modeling is even rarer. And Baron Hosberg was one such person who was a millionaire and yet he wanted to become a model. He wanted to pose as a beggar. And that was his passion. So, this line contains the essence of the story. It is a very touching story, very human story, very moving story about human emotions. I hope you have enjoyed this story. So, tomorrow we'll continue with the next story. That is all for today. Thanks.